So after completing this week's unit readings, what stuck out to me the most was the concept of imagery and how it's used in counseling. Imagery was really interesting to me because it can be used in a wide range of clients' needs and address them. And it also is really flexible in the way that it can be used. A few examples that it listed just in the text was it could be used to help eating disorders, behavior treatment, self-esteem issues, reducing high stress, and people suffering from PTSD. And that was just a couple examples. So when working in counseling, we'll experience a wide variety of clients that come from different walks of life. They're all individuals, they're all unique. So having something that is versatile and can be used in a lot of different ways is really important. So that's why imagery kind of stuck out to me a little bit more than the other ones. Another thing that I appreciated about it is how it can be incorporated in different creative art practices as well. It can be used in written expression and movement and music, pictures, and drawings. So it can be used in a lot of different ways too and be incorporated if you are doing something about written expression or about movement. You can use imagery in those instead of just doing doing those things specifically, like just doing movement. You can add elements of imagery in as well. An opener that I was a little bit inspired by the text to do was an opener with clients. And what you would do is you would give them each 4 pieces of paper and you would explain to them, I want you to draw yourself experiencing the 4 most frequent emotions experience. So if you experience anger as one of the most more than any other emotion, you would draw yourself, but you would draw yourself being angry or what you're angry at. And you would do this for 4 emotions. So you could have one of happy and draw yourself doing happy, but you're doing something happy. And what that allows is allows the client to sit there and reflect on what they've experienced and then they would draw about it. And it's a way of getting them to open up without just questioning them and kind of was a way to break the ice. Because as a counselor, you can review what they drew and ask them questions. Well, I saw that you were angry in this. What kind of causes that anger? So it can break that initial kind of awkwardness you can have when you first meet someone. And drawings are a wonderful way of people to express themselves, but without being verbal as well. So for shyer clients, it might be nice to use as well. Um, what I was surprised at when completing the creative journal was how much fun I had doing it. Typically, when I complete an assignment, I am not really excited to do it or enthusiastic, especially if it's something I'm uninterested in or like I'm not invested in. So, however, with this assignment, it was a lot different because it took aspects that I like and was interested in, and I got to incorporate that into my journal to make it the way I wanted it to. So, having that freedom was pretty nice. And it was great for me to slow down too. I got to reflect on what I've been experiencing lately and really appreciate it. And I typically don't feel that way after completing an assignment. I just feel like it's done with one onto the next task. But the creative journal was a little bit different and different from most assignments, which I appreciated. Um, what I'll make sure that a takeaway for next time when doing the assignment is review the lectures because I didn't do that this last time. I reviewed it the day after it was due and realized that there was journal activities that I could have done um, that were a lot different than I think the ones that I did. So I'll just make sure for the second one that I pay attention to those and I address them.